Hi guys. So it is January. Hey, by the way, off to Festival of the Arts and more exciting. Flame is rejoining us. I cannot wait. Step along and join. Okay, so because we have traveling this time out with Spirit versus Southwest, we have actually gone over almost to the very end. We're here at the D&E gates. They did say there was a TSA pre down here. I hope they're right. And normally with Southwest, I have to go to the B gate because Southwest does all of A, all of B, and a good chunk of C. And everybody else sits down here, at D&E. So it's good that there is a TSA pre here. As we get into security, obviously, I cannot put you on because security. But this will be interesting because we can see what other food options are around and what other things we can do. So see you on the other side. Okay. So, since I never walked down this way, this is the E-terminal. It's got some history about the space race and space exploration. There's a play area for kids back here. I've never been here. The William Donald Schaefer Internet. Oh, I think we're going into. I don't think I've ever flown internationally out of here. Interesting. We're also going to see if there's any food options for me here because, again, I haven't been here before. They do have a duty-free shop, it looks like, over here. Oh, no, it's the Hudson News. Okay, well, at least I can get snacks, worst case. But we're going to see what options are. Interesting. So, yay me. I was getting ready to get on the plane. I got a snack for myself. The only thing open here is a Hudson News. The rest of the terminal seems to be a ghost town. And then down that way, before you got there, there was a Starbucks and a seafood place. So I probably should have eaten at the seafood place first. But the good news is that I have a friend on this flight. Hannah from Hannah and John is here, and I'm kind of excited. So we'll have a chat. So you're going to go away for a bit. I'll give you some flight footage, but yeah, I mean, it was like, it just turned in. So that's the end of the terminal. You see Hudson News as you start the terminal, and this is the gate. Not particularly exciting, but we'll see. I did pay for the more comfortable extra seat up front because I know my body and my back and everything, and yeah, what a concept. We're gonna say hi to friends. Woohoo! Hi, this is my friend Hannah.
Hi.
This is the person who's in the airport. She is. Her husband is actually a travel agent. Do you want to talk about that at all?
I can. It's Sykes Travel. We're based out of Sykesville, Maryland.
S-Y-K-E-S.
Yeah, like what town am I in?
Yeah.
And he's down in Disney now with our kids. Mm-hmm. Well, we'll be tomorrow.
Yep.
And we're heading to Disney Springs for dinner.
Where are you going for dinner?
I don't know. They just said they're taking me somewhere when they get me.
Good luck.
As an afterthought, do you need a ride?
That would be kind of hi, because I actually was going to do an Uber this time, but if someone has a car with a ride, that would be easier. Did you check a bag? Because I did.
I did not.
Okay. Do you mind waiting while the bag comes out, though?
We'll figure it out.
Okay. I might not do Uber this time, and you can experience what it's like to drive. But anyway, so Hannah and her family are doing annual passes and things coming into the parks, and we just ran into each other here, which is kind of good because if I had taken Southwest, I wouldn't have found you.
No.
So this is yay for Flying Spirit this time. We're just catching up. So what in your weekend trip that you're coming up for, other than getting the AP, what are you looking forward to in this trip? What are your fun things?
We hit Magic Kingdom tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
My littlest is 7, though she's the size of a 9-year-old, but she needs the warm-up rides because
Gotcha.
we've done it in reverse and ended in Magic Kingdom, and that did not go well.
Oh.
So she needs the warm-up rides like Small World, Peter Pan,
Yeah.
to kind of be like, oh, okay, I can do more. And our oldest is in the Air Force. She's the one getting our passes, so we're meeting her tonight or tomorrow morning. And I'm going to be chill Magic Kingdom. I believe they're doing Around the World in Epcot on Sunday.
Oh, well, woohoo.
So me and Hazen will hit Ratatouille a bunch of times.
Yep, there you go.
And I have my admin coming down. She's driving with her family, and we're meeting them at Hollywood Studios on Monday.
You said, yep.
With Disney bounding, except my son is 12, so he gets a full-on Mandalorian costume.
Oh, nice.
And
nice.
Eva's got a Grogu dress.
Oh, That's awesome. Yeah, these guys do unbelievable bounds. If they either can send them to me or I can find them and I get their permission, I'll show you a couple. They do entire family bounds. They've done Up. They've done they did all the Dalmatians, Winnie the Pooh. Oh, the Pooh. Yeah, I
Haunted
like that one.
Mansion.
Yep.
I'm at a loss.
Just amazing. Just amazing stuff. The creativity, I love it. And if you don't know what Disney bounding is, because adults are not allowed to completely dress up for Disney, what we do is you dress like. For example, if you wore a red shirt and yellow pants, you were dressed like Pooh, Winnie the. Yeah. So we're just going to keep catching up, and maybe you'll meet the others, maybe not. We'll figure that out. But we're going to Disney World. Let's make some magic. Yay! So these are all of the food options they offer. It's just a quick overview. A lot of them are items we can't have. And everything you have to pay for additionally. Nothing's included unless you buy the top tier seats, and there are only 8 of those. But it does give you just an idea of some of the things. Like if you have somebody you could share with, some of these, because they're all still prepackaged items, could be good. These are your beverage options. Again, decent brands, and actually some of the hard liquors were slightly higher brands, I thought, than some others I had seen. Most importantly, though, if you do buy those really expensive seats, these are the free ones you can get. And everything except the Milanos were gluten-free. So I had quite a variety I could eat. Never been in this terminal. So that's how you get back to the terminals, I think, with those neon lights? It's kind of cool. Food places here that I can glance at quickly. There is a Starbucks. There's an On the Border. They generally have some gluten-free options. Your standard Hudson News, a Burger King, La Madeleine. No, don't do that. Cold Stone is probably not safe because they actually mix everything. Familia looks like Italian. Not having high hopes. I think On Your Border is your best bet. And they're neon tubes. This is the coolest looking thing. We don't have the neon tubes on the Southwest terminal. I feel very let down right now. I do. Okay, so when you get down the escalator, which was also quieter, you end up going to the left instead of the right. The right is all the Southwest. Spirit is 2, 3, and 4. Ours is coming in on 4. And look, it's where we're going tomorrow. Hannah is checking where this particular gate it lets out, so that as soon as we get our bags, the background on this is awesome. So when we get our bags, we can go directly out and meet him. But we actually, ironically, have another set of bathrooms right here. We did do the bathrooms not immediately getting off our plane, but right before hitting the trains, and they were worse because there was only 5 stalls and one of them was being worked on. I think they eventually opened that one up, but it was like too much of a line. I'm used to the other side, the Southwest side, where it's much more there. But all right, so we're getting bags. We may or may not show you the ride, but we are off to the Swan. We are outside. We are outside. See us wait. We are outside. So this is more covered than the Southwest side exit. And it's really just down at the end there, way down that way. Notice my Disney point. You always want to do at least 2 fingers, usually the whole hand. You go that way. It's still crowded, not ungodly so. We're waiting for a the reconnoitering after a bathroom break for the traveling team. And we'll tell you once we get on the road. We're very excited. Off to the Swan for me, off to Disney Springs for them. I want to know where they're taking her for dinner. They haven't told her yet. And then I might have recommendations, unless they've been there before. We'll see. What are you hoping it's going to be?
I have no idea.
Have you ever eaten at Disney Springs?
Oh yeah, all the
Okay.
time. Gideon's is having their 5-year anniversary, but I'm pretty sure they're not going to feed me cookies.
No, well, cookies for dinner could be good.
There's an Indian food restaurant that went in over by the carousel.
Yep, eat. I have not eaten at Eat.
I did. It was yummy.
Oh, good.
Hazen had a second helping, and that kid doesn't eat anything.
Wow. Have you been to Summer House on the Lake yet?
I don't think so.
I highly recommend Summer House. It's a traditional sit down.
Yeah.
But and they have a cookie bar when you walk in.
There we go.
Yeah.
That wins.
Only one gluten-free cookie, but cookie bar. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's the best, it's the brightest, it's the happiest, it's the most magical. I can't wait, neither can you. You know it's Mickey, it's Minnie, it's Goofy, it's all the good stuff, none of the bad stuff. Let's say hello to Walt Disney World! Yay! Woo! Hey, look, there's a Swan sign next right. We are almost here, guys. But we are checking in. I'm going to try to do this quickly because our reservation for dinner is at the Dolphin in about a half an hour. So checking in we go. We have made it to the room, guys. So I'm going to give you a very brief room tour because I have a dining reservation in 25 minutes. It's a little closer than I wanted, but enough time. So when you immediately walk in the door, ta-da, walking in door, you've got just plain wall behind you, and on the other side, you have the bathroom. So what's nice about this, while it is only one sink here, and you have some very lovely counter space, there is, down there you've got a space to put stuff, and you've got your dryer, tissues, makeup remover wipe, that's nice, white tea, bar soap, and lotion. You have the bright mirror, which is great. They do have a makeup mirror here. And when you walk into the bathroom here, there's a second sink. So you can actually get stuff done. And another lotion and soap thing. Okay, pretty art. This is an adult shower. Oh, look at that. Wait, hold on. Let me let you see. Isn't that nice? So it's kind of rain-fally, and it looks like it's coming at 2 angles, which is great. And the best part is you turn the water on here, and then the water comes out over there. And you've got that body wash, gel douche, shampoo, conditioner. I am not sure of the brand. I will have to look them up to see if they're safe or not. You've got 4 towels, 2 washcloths, 4 washcloths, 2 hand towels, and others scattered about. Then, well, there's only one, but we have a chief robe. Odd closet. You've got things for shirts. Let me see if you can see it. So we've got long stuff and shirts, which is kind of cool, actually. Kind of saves room. And then you've got the little tray thing. So this is the more modern. They've definitely updated this since the last one. So you come into the main room. It's a little dark, but not as dark because you've got the white walls, etc. That same motif of blue art. There we go. So there are 2 queen-size beds in here. I'll have to do, sorry, I just pushed on the bed. That's really comfortable. In terms of plugs, you have USB and regular plug twice down there. And let's look around to see what else we've got. This is just a regular plug. So there's not a lot of plugs. There's some more regular plugs in the corner. This kind of desk or table is very similar to the Dolphin. I don't know if you remember the table there, but it is on wheels so that you can adjust. We have a non-rolling chair. And now let's see what our view is. We got a balcony. I didn't realize we got a balcony. We might have been upgraded because I don't remember. Why is this not unlocking? Hold on, guys. There's two stops because Michele is not savvy yet. Okay, it should open. There we go. I think that's it. Let me put you down. This is fighting me. Hold on. There we go. Okay. So this is our view. We are looking, oh, perfect. So this is, well, we're not going to see the fireworks, I will tell you that. That's the Dolphin straight ahead. Let me lit it up a bit. So that's the Dolphin straight ahead. In the bottom floor of that building is where we're having dinner. So I'm going to walk out the front here and go straight across. I'll be ready for dinner. I love those lights. In the middle there, right about there-ish. Whoop, you can't see. Right about there-ish is where we are picking up the boat to go to Hollywood Studios in Epcot. It's a pretty view. Unfortunately, all the fireworks are this direction. So we won't get fireworks, but we do have, at least for tomorrow, if there's nice-ish weather, a nice place to kind of sit outside. And we'll confirm like kimonos and Il Molino and all that are down there. Over there is Rosa Mexicano, Blue Zoo, and then up a flight will be bourbon steak. And somebody's smoking out on their balcony. Like I can definitely smell cigarette smoke. Okay. Oh, and then, sorry, I forgot to show. Hold on. They do have a Keurig. It's got a little bit of tea, creamers. You can make coffee in the morning. I'll have to see what that's like. But yeah, that's the room. I have taken the temperature up from the middle to low 60s where it started to what I would consider a manageable 70. We might even take it to 72 depending on how cold we are. But this is comfortable. Oh, and then down below there are also some glasses and water. I'll double check, but I think we get those because I'm a Bonvoy member. So yeah, that's our room. This is lovely. All right, 8:40, 20 minutes. I got to be down on the other side. We might get a little footage along the way, but let's see what we got. Woohoo! And I'm going to try to grab another mic for Flame because, yes, Flame is joining us. Yay! Wah! Okay, I'll be right back. So let's head on out. So one of the things I was mentioning, hold on, let me do, is that the Dolphin definitely shows its age. You'll notice the carpets here. They are much nicer than the ones at the Swan. At the Dolphin. These are the Swan carpets. They're much nicer. The wall art is very pretty. Much nicer as well. I am pleased. I am pleased. The hallways are a little small. There's no plugs in. Oh no, there's a plug in the hallway here. So if you did want to put your ECV out here, you probably could, because the rooms are not wide enough. And we're going to go down, and we're ready. Woo-hoo. I like the blue art in here too. Down to ground floor. Ground floor. See? And that'll be the way to get out in the restaurants. They do have fins. That's next door. That's the Dolphin. So we might get a drink afterwards too. We're not sure what we're going to do. I'll let you know. Here we go, ground floor. And ground floor.
She's good. She's good about not jolting, but then if she decides she doesn't want to go.
Okay. And we can express checkout. All right, so this is the same level we came in on. And I got to tell you, this is lovely. You know, it's comfortable adult furniture to sit in, little nooks which to have conversations, and of course, swans, because we're at the Swan Resort. And I thought, water taxi, okay, so that's the main way out. So all right, so the Java place right there says a coffee bar, nice to know. The bus transportation will be out there. It's a much smaller lobby, but it's a little more elegant than what you would have found at the Dolphin. The Dolphin definitely has the bars and all that stuff kind of hip happening, and this is really a coffee bar kind of place in a quiet space. Now here, when you come out into this main area, that's where you find Il Molino. the Italian place where Flame and I had New Year's Eve dinner. And down this way will be Kimonos, where we're going to have our dessert, and Cypress Grove, which is a more casual dining restaurant. Let's see that. That's, oh, too late. That's where we're going. So we walk out the automatic door, which isn't working. And it is chilly out here, I'll be honest. It's probably in the upper 50s, but because we're not outside that long, I'm really not worried. And I got to tell you, as we pulled in, that's the boardwalk right over that hill. It's really close. So, over to the Dolphin. You can see the long, arduous walk we have to make. And then again, like I said, the boat picks you up right in the middle here. So if you're not one for walking, the friendship boats are great for picking you up. They can take ECVs. But it's pretty. And I am hoping, because we're on body mic, that you're not picking up all that music. But if you are, sorry, because I'll be making this jumpy. See, there's a friendship boat there right now. I do like this. And again, lilies with the mahi-mahi, seashells with the swan, because they screwed up. It's pretty funny. Okay, in we go. The dining review for Blue Zoo will be over here, I believe. Yeah, I think so. If not, I messed that up and it's over here. And you'll see Flame first in the dining review, probably. If not, here's Flame. And yeah, let's get ready to have a nice dinner. It is very pretty. You can see the Epcot ball. You can see the friendship boats. You see the boardwalk sign. It's very pretty. This is the way to stay in the Disney bubble, but not be in the bubble. The other places are places like the other Good Neighbor hotels, the Bonnet Creek and the Waldorf Astoria. Now, the Waldorf Astoria, you have to have money. It's like deluxe resort or higher kind of pricing. But yeah, it's pretty. Oops. See? Epcot ball is purpley pink. I don't know if people would call it purple. I would call that fuchsia, which is a purpley pink, but I'm anal retentive about those things. So poor Flame is at Hollywood Studios waiting for the boat that's, I think, boarding now. I'm looking at a boat coming here right now, and then it would have to get all the way down there and back. So she's running late. There's always 15 minutes grace, but I'm going to go ahead at 9, which is in about 4 minutes, and physically check in for the table. Let them know that she's stuck, and if they want to seat me, and then I'll just get a drink while I wait. Dining review waits for no person. And then as soon as she gets there, that'll be fine. But then at least that way, you know, they're getting business. You know, I'm actively doing stuff for the space. So we'll see. I'm excited. It's, you know, it's chilly here. Like, I've got my thick sweater on. That was what I needed to stay warm in my house back home. But here, it's fine. This is what I need. Let's show you Blue Zoo. What are we at? 3 minutes. Let's wait one more or so before we go in. But hey, through the glass, Blue Zoo. So it's a fish restaurant, if you haven't been able to tell. All the kind of seafoody thingies. And that's where we're going to have dinner. Woohoo. It looks remarkably romantic. It will not be for us, but that's okay. I mean, we could joke about it, but nah, not really. All right. See, and there you've got the big mahi-mahi and the swans, and we're going to go in. Whee! You have the door you can press, or we can do the escalator, the rotating door. This thing that you actually have to push. And as a reminder, right across the way is Rosa Mexicano, your ice cream fountain shop. Upstairs is your check-in, and here is where we're having dinner. So we are walking back to our room now. Look, it's Flame! Welcome back, Flame! We are so happy. It's an arduous long walk down this courtyard with lots of music playing that we may have to copyright filter out. So pardon the clips and the fact that I turned the phone after I started, so we might be upside down right now. I'll edit it. Maybe I won't. Fun. That would be hysterical. Hi, we're walking upside down. It is almost 11:30 right now, We got to dinner around 9-ish, so it's a late night, and it's not a fast dinner at Todd English. It's lovely, but it's definitely not a quick movie. Quick movie? I'm tired.
Quick movie.
I had bourbon on the flight. I had bourbon at the restaurant. I had wine at the restaurant. I'm done. All right, in we go. Please give this a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe, all the good stuff, none of the bad stuff. And don't forget that I don't have a tagline. Singing hey ho, a maiden's life, 1, 2, 3. Hey ho, a maiden's life, won't you drink with me?